Everybody, welcome to my channel English Clear. This channel is for English learners. Today we're going to look at an office conversation. Before we begin, please subscribe to my channel English Clear. And for worksheets, go to my website englishclearclasses.blogspot.com. Okay guys, first we're going to brainstorm. Imagine that you're in an office meeting. What do you think people at the office might say? What kind of phrases or vocabulary words might they use? Brainstorm for a few minutes, write them down on a piece of paper, and then try to make a conversation with them. Now, you can pause this video before we continue. Okay, are you ready? Did you put yourself in the mindset of an office meeting? Right now, we're going to take a look at an example that I give you. As we read a conversation, pay attention to interesting verbs, idioms, and phrases that people use here in this dialogue. All right, are you guys ready? Let's go. Janet. Hi everyone, I hope I'm not late. Peter. We haven't started yet. I think Joe is parking his car and he'll be here in a minute. Parking is a nightmare at this time of day. Janet. Great. Do we have any snacks today? Peter. Mark ran out and bought us some snacks. He'll be here in a few minutes. He's on his way. Patricia. Does anyone know why we're having a meeting? Mike, I think Mark wants to talk about the numbers. Patricia, I don't like the sound of that. Katie, hey, look guys, we're all wearing red, and Mike, you're wearing blue. Mike, I guess I didn't get the memo. Patricia, I just felt like wearing red today. I'm fired up. Katie, I, on the other hand, feel very relaxed. Janet, that's because you're going on vacation on Friday. Katie, in a few days I'll be lounging on the beach. Managing Director, hi everyone, is everyone here? Peter, everyone's here. We're just waiting for Mark and Joe. Oh, here they are. Mark, here are the snacks, help yourselves. Managing Director, Mark, why don't you start the meeting? Mark, okay everybody, as you know we rolled out the new product last month. Mike, yes, to big fanfare. Mark, exactly. We pulled out all the stops. At first the sales were climbing, but then the sales slowed and then flattened out. Mike, so did you try marketing more aggressively? Mark, yes we did, but the numbers won't budge. And we need to figure out why. We have too much inventory on our hands and no space for storage. Katie, I think we're facing steep competition in that sector. Managing Director, cut to the chase, Katie. Speak your mind. Katie, in my opinion, rolling out that product was fool's errand. It's going to be an uphill battle for us. Janet, I disagree. I don't think all's lost. We can go back to the drawing board to figure it out. Peter, we need to pound the pavement again. Janet, yeah, maybe conduct some more focus groups. Peter, yeah, go back to square one. Managing Director, okay, Peter, I put you and Janet in charge of the research. Do what's necessary and then report to me in a week. Peter, on it. Janet, no problem, boss. Managing Director, okay, guys, now it's getting late. Let's call it a night. See you guys tomorrow, bright and early. Okay, guys, were you able to follow? Did you recognize all the phrases and the phrasal verbs that are in the dialogue? Let's take a look together. Okay, so the first phrasal verb that I highlighted is the verb run out. Mark ran out. Run is a verb, out is a preposition. Remember, phrasal verbs are verbs that are paired with prepositions. And depending on the preposition, the meaning of the verb changes. Run out means to leave for a short period of time. Oh, I don't have milk. Let me run out to the store. In our dialogue, Mark ran out to get some snacks. Run out. Okay, on his way. He is on his way. I am on my way. She is on her way. That means I'm coming, or he's coming, or she's coming. Okay, now the next one is a joke that they exchange. Mike says, I didn't get the memo. Katie says that everybody's wearing red colors and Mike is wearing blue. So he must not have gotten a memo. A memo is a memorandum. So of course there was no memo, but the joke is that everyone got a memo to wear red colors except for Mike. Fired up. Fired up means really excited. Fired up. Roll out. A phrasal verb, roll out, means to introduce a product, to come out with a product. Roll out. So in our dialogue, the new product was rolled out. And the new product was rolled out to big fanfare. Fanfare is playing an instrument to draw attention. Nowadays, we mean that we did something to draw a lot of attention to something. Big fanfare. Pull out all the stops. We pulled out all the stops means we tried everything. We pulled out all the stops. Flatten out. All right, that's another phrasal verb. The numbers were going up, then they slowed, and then they didn't go up, and then they didn't go down. They were flat. They flattened out. So the numbers stayed the same. Flattened out. Okay, budge. Budge means move. If something won't budge, it won't move. So the numbers, in our case, didn't move. They did not budge. Steep competition. Steep competition means a lot of competition. Let's say it together. Steep competition. Okay, cut to the chase. Cut to the chase means say what you want to say. What is your point? Cut to the chase. Speak your mind. Speak your mind means say what's on your mind. Say what you're thinking. A lot of times it's very hard to speak your mind. Fool's errand. Fool's errand is a phrase. It means something useless. Fool's errand. Uphill battle. Uphill battle means extremely difficult. If you've ever tried to walk uphill, you know how difficult it is. It's easy to walk downhill, but uphill is difficult. So when we say it's going to be an uphill battle, it's going to be very difficult. Go back to the drawing board. Drawing board is where you make plans or design something. Going back to the drawing board means going back to the beginning, starting from the beginning. Pound the pavement. Pound the pavement means work very hard. Go back to the basics. Pound the pavement. Focus groups. Focus groups are groups of people that give opinions about products. Focus groups. Go back to square one. Go back to square one means start from the beginning. Go back to square one. Okay, and the last one is let's call it a night. Call it a night means it's enough. Let's go home. We're done. Let's call it a night. Okay, guys, did you remember all of them? You can pause the video and rewind and go back and review. And now let's do a fill-in exercise together. Now, for a fill-in exercise, you can also go to the website englishclearclasses.blogspot.com. Okay, get your pencils ready. Janet. Hi everyone, I hope I'm not late. Peter. We haven't started yet. I think Joe is parking his car and he'll be here in a minute. Parking is a nightmare at this time of day. Janet. Great. Do we have any snacks today? Peter. Mark. Okay, what does Peter say? He says something that means Mark left for a short time. What is the phrasal verb that he uses? Okay, so take a minute to write it down. And bought us some snacks. He'll be here in a few minutes. He is, okay. He says something that means will be here shortly. Fill in the blanks. What did he say? Will be here shortly. Patricia, does anyone know why we're having a meeting? Mike, I think Mark wants to talk about the numbers. Patricia, I don't like the sound of that. Katie, hey, look, guys, we're all wearing red, and Mike, you're wearing blue. I guess. What does Mike says? That means they don't match. Take a minute to fill in the blanks. Patricia, I just felt like wearing red today. I am really excited. What does she say? That means really excited. Katie, I, on the other hand, feel very relaxed. Janet, that's because you're going on vacation on Friday. Katie, in a few days, I'll be lounging on the beach. Managing Director, hi everyone. Is everyone here? Peter, everyone's here. We're just waiting for Mark and Joe. Oh, here they are. Mark, here are the snacks. Help yourselves. Managing Director, Mark, why don't you start the meeting? Mark, okay, everybody. As you know, okay, what does he say that means introduce a new product? Okay, Mike says yes. Too big. What does he say that means try to draw attention? Too big what? Mark, exactly. We did everything we could. What does he say that means did everything we could? At first the sales were climbing, but then the sales slowed down and then stayed the same. What did he say? What phrasal verb did he use? Mike, so did you try marketing more aggressively? Mark, yes, we did, but the numbers won't move. What's the verb he used? And we need to figure out why. We have too much inventory on our hands and no space for storage. Katie, I think we're facing a great competition in that sector. What word did she use for the word great? Managing Director. What's your point, Katie? Okay, what did he say that meant what's your point? Speak, say what you want to say. What did he say? Katie, in my opinion, rolling out that product was useless. What did she say that means useless? It's going to be an difficult for us. Fill in the blanks. Janet, I disagree. I don't think all's lost. We can go Okay, start from the beginning. What did she say? That means start from the beginning. To figure it out. Peter, we need to work really hard again. Janet, yeah, maybe conduct some more. Okay, ask people in groups. What did she say? Peter, yeah, go. Start from the beginning. Managing director. Okay, Peter, I put you and Janet in charge of the research. Do what's necessary and then report to me in a week. Peter, on it. Janet, no problem, boss. Managing director. Okay, guys, now it's getting late. We're done for the day. What does he say? That means we're done for the day. See you guys tomorrow, bright and early. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this mini lesson. Again, please subscribe to my channel English Clear and go to my website englishclearclasses.blogspot.com, and I will see you next time.